Hey everybody, my name's Nick and I am co-founder of Hotpodyoga. I am so excited to be able to teach a little 30-minute flow today for the Molly family on Father's Day. So this is all for all the dads and even the mums out there and even the children, you know, so feel free to get involved. If you've never done yoga before, don't worry, I'm going to give you kind of like instructions which are called for the regressions, so the initial kind of cues, and then also the progressions for those who have been practicing for a little bit and may want to take it a bit further. But yeah, it's just a nice 30-minute flow on a Sunday. So what you'll need is a yoga mat, or you don't have to have a yoga mat, just something where you can grip a little bit, maybe some towels on the floor. If you've got any props like blocks or straps, if you use those things, don't worry if you don't. You can use books, you can use ties, you can use anything that will help you, give you a bit of length if you find you're quite tight in certain areas. But don't worry if you don't have those either. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself nice and comfortable and on your mat. And if you like music, if you want to practice with music and you have Spotify, we have lots of playlists which you can follow along, and specifically there's a 30-minute one. I think it's Hotpodyoga 16 or 17, so you could do that too. Enjoy yourself, don't take it too seriously. Just flow nice and easily between one pose to the next. Try and use your breathing as a tool to help you relax. Try and breathe through your nose. That's kind of the best thing for you. And yeah, any questions, you can always kind of hit me up on the Hotpodyoga Instagram account, etc. Okay, have a wonderful time and I'll see you in the end. So, we're going to start in a child's pose. So, child's pose is when you can come onto your shins and get your knees, well, you can bring your knees as wide as you like. You can either bring your knees together. I find actually it's better to start with a little bit of width, so you can just start to draw your bottom down towards your heels, and then you can then let your arms come out in front of you, and then let your head relax, or you can even bring your arms beside you like this. Find whatever suits you right now, and just let yourself just sink for a moment. Even if your bum is up nice and high, don't worry, that's where you are at, and then over time you'll start to notice your bottom starts to come down, maybe just by the tops of the feet opening up, maybe your hips, just finding a little bit more comfort in that compression. Cool, so letting your eyes close and just let everything relax. And you just want to start by having a little scan of your body. Notice how you're feeling. If there's any areas of tightness, softness. And just know that you will feel very different at the end, in a good way, after the 30 minutes of just nice steady movement, stretching and strengthening the body. And then you can go a little bit deeper, so maybe just start to bring your awareness to how you're breathing. So it's subtle, but you're doing this just to find or focus the mind on something, and just try and maintain the mind on that particular thing. So you're exercising your mind in focus, so not becoming distracted by other thoughts, which inevitably you will do, but then you bring it back to that point of focus, which is your breathing. Good. And then we're just going to start to move through your arms a little bit. So you can push one arm forward. Just find that point. You might find a nice opening through the left side of your body, or the right side of the body, depending on which hand you're pushing forward. And then the other arm. You can just lengthen that one a little bit more forward. Good. And then you can start to lift yourself up onto all fours, onto your hands and your knees. As you lift yourself up, you can then just start to sway a little bit from right to left. Feel your rib cage just start to open up a little bit. You can even turn the hands, the fingers in different directions just to help open up through your wrists. So you're just rocking from right to left. You can do things by even turning your fingers towards your knees. And then even curling your toes a little bit, just pushing your bottom back towards your toes, towards your heels, sorry. And these are just little movements, motions, just to get into these areas of the body which can be quite tight. Good. So, spreading your fingers nice and wide. Getting your hands so they're about shoulder, just a little bit wider than shoulder width. So you've got a nice bit of space, certainly as your shoulders open up. Curling your toes, you're going to lift yourself up and come up into a down-facing dog position. So it's almost like an upside-down V shape if you haven't been here before. And just start by walking your heels out, lifting up one heel, pressing down the other heel. You can shake your heads out a little bit, yes, no. Just feel the backs of the calves work open. And then you can even sway your hips a little bit from right to left, pausing at different points. That might feel quite tight, so for me, my ribs, underneath my armpits, quite tight there. Good. And then find a bit of stillness. Try and get your feet to the right hip distance. Pull up through your belly, try and draw the chest towards your thighs a little bit, let your head relax, and a little softness in the shoulders, a little softness in the elbows. Good. Let's come forward into a plank position. So you're going to roll all the way forward. As you come into a plank, you really want to push the floor away, and as you push the floor away, tucking your tailbone under and squeezing your bottom a little bit, yeah? Just to find that stability through your core. And drop your knees to the floor, hover yourself all the way down. And as you come to the floor, just maybe rock your chest forward, then lift the chest up. Without using your hands, you're feeling like a compression in your middle and lower back. Bring your chest back down, push your bottom towards your heels, curl the toes, lift yourself up into a down-facing dog. Good. We'll do a couple more of those. We'll do that one again. So come forward into a plank, just as the body is warming up. Push through the floor so get it nice and strong. Then drop the knees to the floor. Hover yourself all the way down. Lift the chest up. So I actually like to flip my palms sometimes, so the backs of the hands are pressing into the floor. Then lift the chest up a little bit, just to open up through the wrists. Bring your chest back down. Push your bottom back, curl the toes. Lift yourself back up into a down-facing dog. Bit more energetic if you want to go for it. Otherwise, do the same one we did before. So come forward into a plank. You're going to hover yourself down to about elbow height without dropping the knees. Lift the chest up. Come into what's called an up dog. Breathe in. Shoulders come back and down a little bit. And breathe out. Lift the bottom all the way up into a down-facing dog. Come forward into a plank. Breathe in. Hover yourself down. So take the option, either the one we did it first or second. Lift the chest. And then lift the bottom all the way up. Come up into a down-facing dog. Good work. Okay, so you can lift the right leg up nice and high, back behind you. As you do that, feel the back of the left leg open up. Bring your foot all the way in between your hands, and if it gets stuck, just help it forward by using your right hand. And you're going to lift the hands towards the sky, come up into a high lunge position. So you can shake the arms out a little bit. Lift the arms up. Bend into the right leg. Have a little softness in the back knee too. And you're going to feel the pelvis tilt a little bit. Feel it in your left hip. Breathe there for a second. And then bring your hands to the floor, either side of the right foot. Step back into a plank position. And we'll hover down, so you can drop your knees, your chest down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up. And as you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Your left leg is going to lift up nice and high. Bring your left foot in between the hands. Help the left foot forward if you need, and lift the hands all the way towards the sky. Find a bit of stability. Do any shakeouts you need to do, like my shoulders get quite tight, and then I come back into it. So yes, sink into the left leg. Push through the left heel to switch on your left buttock more, so you find that stability. Breathe. And then bring the hands to the floor, step back into a plank position, hover down. Take a nice deep breath in as you lift the chest up. Press through the tops of the feet, keep your legs active in an up dog, then lift the bum up into a down facing dog. Your right leg is going to lift up nice and high. Bring your right foot in between the hands, lift the hands all the way up, and then turn the back heel down, and you're going to open up into what's called a warrior two. So arms come wide. Shake the arms out a little bit, and then come into it. So bending into the right leg, maybe scoot the bottom under a little bit. What do you feel through your hips? Your shoulders look over your right hand. Just breathe for a moment. Good. Bring your hands to the floor either side of the right foot. Step back into a plank. Hover yourself down. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the chest up. And as you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Lift your left leg up nice and high. Bring your left foot in between the hands. Lift the hands up. And then turn the back heel down and open up into a warrior two. So you can shake the arms out again if they ache. Turn the back foot in a little bit. And the reason you do that, so you can just push through the foot to switch on the muscles above. Arms come wide. Bend into the left knee. Try and make sure the knee doesn't fall in. What do you feel? Breathe. And then bring the hands to the floor either side of the left foot. Step back into a plank. Hover yourself down, knees, chest down. Take a nice deep breath in as you lift the chest up. And as you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Right leg is going to lift up nice and high again. So we're just going to add and build and repeat, okay? Bring your knee to your nose, pull your belly in, and then foot in between the hands. That will switch on your core more. Lift the hands up, and then turn the back heel down and open up into a warrior two. Flip the right palm, come forward. And you're going to reverse it. It's called a reverse warrior. But keep bending into your right knee. What do you feel in different areas of the body? Tune into it. Breathe. Good. Come all the way back up into a warrior two. So you're going to come into what's called a triangle. So straighten your right leg. Bring your left foot. Wiggle that in a little bit. Come forward with the torso. Lead with the right arm. And bring the right hand to the inside edge of your right shin. And lift the left hand to the sky. Keep pushing through the feet to switch on the leg muscles. If the legs are floppy, you're going to lose in the engagement. Really reach the left arm up. Breathe. Look down at the big toe on the right foot. Come back up into a warrior two. Bring your hands to the floor, either side of the right foot. Step back into a plank. Hover down. Knees, chest down. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift the chest up. And as you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Left leg lifts up high. Bring your knee to your nose, pull up through the belly, put your foot in between the hands, lift the hands up, and then turn the back heel down and open up into a warrior two. So you're going to flip the left palm and come into a reverse warrior, so your left arm up and over, right hand to your right thigh. Good, come back up into a warrior two, straighten your left leg, wiggle the back foot in a little bit, just draw the left arm forward, bring your left hand to the inside of your left shin, the right hand to the sky, into a triangle position. Try and keep pushing through the big toe on your left foot. Breathe. Bend into the left knee, come back up into a warrior two, bring the hands to the floor, step back into a plank position, hover yourself down, knees down, chest down, so take the option. Breathe in as you lift the chest up. As you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back. Okay, right leg is going to lift up high now. Bend the right knee while the right hip open. So just open up through that right hip. Bring your knee to your nose, foot in between the hands, lift the hands up. And then turn the back heel down and open up into a warrior two. Flip the palm, come forward, you're going to reverse it again. Keep focusing on what you're feeling, how you're breathing. Come all the way back up into a warrior two. Drop the right forearm to the right thigh. Lengthen the left arm towards the front into an extended side angle. And bend into the right knee. Really push through the feet to kind of switch on the above muscles. Go deeper if you want to by dropping the right hand to the floor or fingertips. And then bind as well if you've got that option. 2 more deep breaths, you're doing super well. Good, release the hands to the floor. Lift the back heel. Keep the left hand planted, start to lift the right arm to the sky. It's going to twist and open through the right side. Move the top arm around if you like, to get into that right shoulder. Good, release the right hand down. Step back into a plank position. Hover yourself down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up. As you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Left leg lifts up nice and high. You're going to bend the left knee, roll the left hip open. Bring your left foot in between the hands. Pull up through your belly, then put it down. Lift the hands up and open up into a warrior 2. Flip the left palm, come forward, and then reverse it. Come back up into a warrior 2. Drop the left forearm to the left thigh, and then start to lengthen the right arm towards the front into an extended side angle. So you can then just really push through those feet, switch on the muscles. What are you feeling in your hips, side of the body? Go for a bind if you want to. Breathe. Release the hands down, right hand down, lift the back heel up. Lift your left arm to the sky for a twist. So you can move that left arm around, like it really gets into my shoulder, which is great. And then bring your left hand down. Step back into a plank position, hover yourself down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up, cobra or up dog. And as you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Great work, team. Okay, keep working. You're doing super well. Right leg lifts up high. Bring your knee to your nose. So you're going to get your shoulders right over your wrists. And then foot between the hands. Lift the hands up. Turn the back heel down, open up into a warrior 2. So build, repeat. Flip the palm, come forward, and then reverse it. Take the left arm around the back if you want to go for a little bind there. Get into your left shoulder. Come back up into a warrior 2. Straighten both your legs now. Toes come in. So wide leg forward bend. Take your hands to your hips. Lift your chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, fall forwards and then down. Good, so take your hands to the floor, wiggle a bit so you can kind of really just ease through those hips and the hamstrings. Lift the chest up, come up onto your fingertips, pull the belly in, breathe in. As you breathe out, fold. So, you can keep your hands where they are, but if you want to go for a little big toe hold, take the first 2 fingers, hook them around your big toes, and then push those big toes into the fingers, lift the chest, breathe in, and as you breathe out, fall forwards and then down. Shoulders lift away from the ears, elbows to the side, and just kind of use your arms to draw yourself forwards and then down. Relax the head. Breathe. What do you feel and what do you experience in all of this? Physically, and then how does it make you feel mentally? Good. Soften, release, bend the knees, bring your hands to your hips, and then lift yourself all the way back up. Open the arms wide. Flip the the right toes to face the front. Bend to the right knee, come into a warrior 2. Then bring the hands to the floor. Step back into a plank position. Hold the plank. Hold the plank. Okay. Your right hand is going to come underneath your face, or give or take, and then roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. So side plank, or you can drop the right knee. Up to you. Yeah? So take the option, if you're stacking the legs, you push the outside edge of the right foot into the floor. Eyesight goes down, if you want to increase it, eyesight goes up, if you want to increase it, the left leg can go up. If you don't want to do that, just keep that right knee on the floor. Also wobble as much as you need. Come into a plank position. Hover yourself down, knees, chest down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up. As you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Other side. Left leg lifts up high. Bring your knee to your nose, so shoulders over the wrist. Foot in between the hands, lift the hands up. Turn the back heel down, open up into a warrior two. Flip the palm, come forward. Reverse it, take the bind if you like, breathe. Hopefully you feel like everything starts to open up a bit now by repeating the poses a touch. Now straighten your left leg. Come out of the reverse warrior, of course. We're going to do the wide leg forward bend. So pigeon toe the toes in a little bit. You're going to interlace your hands behind your back. This time, lift the chest, fold yourself forwards and then down. Let the hands come up over the head. As you let your head start to drop, feel what you're feeling through your shoulders, the backs of the legs. Breathe. Let your head relax. Good. Release the hands. Okay, so we're going to do a little twist now, okay? But just do what you can. So if you go higher on the leg, it means if you find you've got tight hamstrings or tight whatever, that's a little bit forgiving. But you can also reach for lower the leg, which kind of you need. You probably feel you'll need a little bit more of that flexibility. So just go where you can. So you're going to take your left hand to the outside edge of your right shin or right leg, and then you can start to lift the right arm to the sky. Try and keep the right hip down a little bit though, so the lower back is more toward the flat setup rather than twisted. Breathe. Good. Release the left hand. You're going to switch up the hands. Right hand to the outside of your left shin. Lift the left hand up. Breathe. Release the left hand down. Good work, team. Both hands underneath your face. So you can then just bend the knees nice and easily. Let yourself roll all the way out. Open the arms wide. Turn the front toes to face the front. Bend into the left knee. Going to bring your hands down into a plank position as you step the left foot back. So side plank on this side. Left hand underneath your face. Key trick, right, is getting your real finger pads, your finger tips clawing into the floor to help you find stability. So come into the side plank variation, option whatever you want to do. Knee on the floor or stack the legs. Breathe. Good work. Release your right hand down to the floor. Step back into a plank position. Hover yourself all the way down. Take a nice deep breath in as you lift the chest up. And as you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Okay, so lifting your right leg up nice and high. You're going to bring your right knee to your right wrist. Right knee to your right wrist. Okay? So your shin is going to come about 45 degrees. Try and flex this front foot a little bit. Then make sure if you've got that kind of openness, the left leg can come all the way back. Come onto your fingertips. Lift the chest. If you find it's too much, just drop onto the right hip. And then bring your knees at right and legs at right angles like that. Okay, does the same thing. Lift the chest. And then bring your chest forwards and then down. Come into a point, hands or your forearms, or you can even bring your chest forwards and then down. Close the eyes and just for 10-20 seconds, focus. What are you feeling? Breathe just to make it all ease. Start to lift yourself up wherever you're at, and then you're going to drop onto that right hip, and you're going to bring your left leg and scoot it forward. So the inside of the right foot is on the inside of the left thigh. Then the leg outstretched. You might find that's quite deep on the hamstrings, so you can always bend your knee, or you can use like a strap or anything that you need to give you an extra bit of length, and you're going to hook it around the foot. If you haven't got any of those things, don't worry at all, because you can just bring your hands beside you like that, and then walk the chest forwards and then down. You can take the hand underneath the calf And then just let the chest come forwards and then down. Grab hold of the foot if you can. Try and draw the shoulders back. Arms are active. Breathe. What do you feel down the back of the leg? What do you feel in your lower back, perhaps? Maybe just rock into it a little bit. Good work. Okay, so lifting yourself all the way up. And you might, I get, the release of these things is, as deep as coming into it. So just kind of appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to do a little twist now. So you can either just lift this right foot up and over the left leg and the leg stays up straight. So that's one option. Or you can even bend that left knee like that. Yeah? So just take whatever you feel is okay. And you can either wrap the arm around the leg or even find the left elbow to pivot on the outside of the right leg. Bring the right hand back behind you, so you've got fingertips or hand, lift tall, breathe in. And as you breathe out, just twist. So 2 more deep breaths. So breathe in, lift tall. And as you exhale, twist. Last one, take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, twist. Good stuff. And then you can de-rotate, so spin around the other way, legs stay as they are. Great work, team. Okay, so you're going to uncross your legs, and you're going to do just a little transition. So you're going to come into this pigeon, pigeon or half pigeon or swan, of which you're going to bring your left shin 45 degrees at the top of the mat. Find that position. Ideally squared hips with the right leg back, but again, too much from the hips, drop onto the left hip. Bring the legs at right angles. Lift the chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, either stay here or start to work your way down. It's just like feeling these points of the body just start to release. Get into your body to get out of your head. Okay, so walking yourself back up if you've kind of come forward a little bit. And then you can drop onto your left buttock and bring the right leg forward. Yeah? So that's left sole of the foot to the inside edge of the right leg. You're going to just take your chest in line with the right leg, lift tall, chin in a little bit. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, fold over the right leg. So use those props, which you might have done before. But I would, I prefer to try and have a straighter spine like that. So even if I'm up here, and you feel something, you're like, good, that's enough. You find that good tension point, you hold it, you breathe. And then over time, you just start to work your way down, but not trying to compromise. Grabbing hold of the foot by having a rounded back. Yeah? Breathe. Good, and then start to walk the hands back as you lift yourself up. So we're going to do that twist, okay? So the right leg's out in front, so you can bring that left foot up and over the right leg. Option 1, and you can grab hold of the leg and twist, or you can even bend the right leg back behind you. And then lift the right hand up and find a pivot. Like that. So try and pull up through the belly, breathe in. Chin in a little bit, breathe out and twist. 2 more, breathe in. As you breathe out, twist. Last one. Good work. And then you can de-rotate, so spin around the other way. And then bring both your legs out in front of you. Give them a little bit of a shake out. Just bring the soles of the feet together. And you can start with them as close as you can towards you. And then you can just start to draw the chest forwards and then down, and let the head, once you've found that kind of point through the hips, you can pause there, and then you can let the head relax, just for a moment. Good. When you're ready, start to lift yourself all the way up. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Chin to your chest. You're going to super slowly just roll yourself all the way down. Try and really use your core. Good. And then as you come and lie on your back, you can do any little final bits and pieces you might like to do. So if there's any twists or shoulder stands, you might want to do even a happy baby. So grabbing hold of the insides of the feet, bringing the knees up. Chin, or the neck is long, so you can just draw the chin in a touch. And as you come up into a happy baby, try and keep the lower back, the bottom down towards the floor. Good work. And then super slowly release. You can let your legs stretch out. We can come and find ourselves into our relaxation pose. So do any final tweaks, rolling of the shoulders underneath, flipping the palms. And just literally for 30 seconds or a minute, just pause and just let the body really just sink. Let the eyes close, let the jaw relax. If you want to stay for longer, feel free just to stay exactly where you are. Otherwise, you can just start to bring a bit of movement, maybe through your wrists, through your toes and your ankles. You start to bring your hands up over your head, maybe start to massage through your eyes, your eyebrows, the skin that rests in between your eyebrows. Interlacing your hands, giving yourself a big full body stretch, and as you do that you can bring your knees towards your chest, give yourself a squeeze, and then roll onto a side which you feel comfortable doing. Pause there for a moment, and then you can let yourself lift up, come into a seated position, just keep your eyes closed, so you keep the focus internal. As you sit up nice and tall, just tune in to observe how the body feels, hopefully a little bit lighter, and then how that impacts how you are feeling mentally. Again, hopefully a little bit lighter. Take a nice deep breath in, you can lift your shoulders towards your ears, and as you breathe out, fall forwards over your legs. And just rock through your hips. And thank you all so much for joining me. And I hope you all feel a little bit lighter. Had the most wonderful Father's Day, and a huge amount of love to you, to the Morley family, and I hope to see you guys and be with you guys very soon. All the love.